The case *** Bata India Limited. V. Pyare Lal and Company. Meerut City and others, AIR 1985 or 242, is a significant decision by the Allahabad High Court in India concerning *** trademark infringement and passing off under the *** Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958. It addresses the unauthorized use of a well-known trademark for dissimilar goods and the principles governing passing off actions. Below is a concise analysis of the case, focusing on *** passing off, infringement *** and *** exceptions to infringement *** with references to the principles established in *** Pali Products vs. J.P. and Company. 1972, 1 SCC 618, and *** Cadila Healthcare Limited. V. Cadila Pharmaceuticals Limited. 2001, 5 SCC 73, as requested. Requested. Case overview citation * Bata India Limited. V. Pyare Lal and Company. AIR 1985 or 242. Court * Allahabad High Court. Date of judgment * January 23, 1985. Bench * Justice Amitav Banerjee. Statute * Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958, Sections 27, 29, 106. Trademarks Act, 1940. Trademarks Rules, 1942. Facts Plaintiff, Appellant, * Bata India Limited. A well-known company with a registered trademark, Bata, for footwear and related products, e.g., canvas, rubber, leather shoes, rubber soles, and heels, since 1942. The mark, Bata, was associated with significant goodwill and reputation across India, established even before 1940. The name, Bata, was derived from the surname of the company's foreign founder and was considered a fancy, non-descriptive mark. Defendant, Respondent, *** Pyare Lal and Company. A company manufacturing rubber-based products such as mattresses, cushions, pillows, bus seats, and scooter seats under the mark, Batafoam. Dispute **. In February 1983, an advertisement for Batafoam appeared in the Dainik Jagran newspaper, promoting the defendant's mattresses and cushions. Bata India filed a suit for ** trademark infringement and passing off, seeking a ** permanent injunction to restrain Pyare Lal and Company from using Batafoam or associating the name Bata with their products, arguing it was deceptively similar to their registered trademark and likely to confuse consumers. Lower Court **. The first additional district judge, Meerut, refused to grant a temporary injunction, finding no prima facie case for passing off or infringement. Bata India appealed to the Allahabad High Court. Appeal ** Bata India argued that Batafoam was deceptively similar to Bata, causing confusion and damaging their goodwill, even though the goods, footwear vs. mattresses, cushions, were dissimilar. Key legal issues * 1. Trademark infringement * Whether the use of Batafoam by Pyare Lal and Company infringed Bata India's registered trademark, Bata, under Section 29 of the Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958. 2. Passing off * Whether the use of Batafoam constituted passing off by misrepresenting the defendant's goods as those of Bata India, damaging their goodwill. 3. Deceptive similarity * Whether Batafoam was visually or phonetically similar to Bata, causing a likelihood of confusion among consumers, despite the goods being dissimilar. 4. Exceptions to infringement * Whether defenses such as fair use, honest concurrent use, or the argument that the goods were unrelated applied to the defendant's use of Batafoam. 5. Dissimilar goods * Whether a passing off action could succeed when the defendant's goods, mattresses, cushions, were different from the plaintiff's goods, footwear. Allahabad High Court's findings in ratio decidendi *** The Allahabad High Court allowed Bata India's appeal, granting an interim injunction against Pyare Lal and Company. Key findings include 1. Trademark infringement, Section 29, **. Under Section 29 of the Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958, infringement occurs when an unauthorized person uses a mark identical or deceptively similar to a registered trademark for goods, services covered by the registration. The court noted that Bata's trademark, Bata, was registered for footwear and related products, Class 25 under the Trademarks Rules, 1942. Since Pyare Lal and Company used Batafoam For dissimilar goods, mattresses, cushions, not covered by Bata's registration, there was *** no statutory infringement under Section 29. However, the court proceeded to evaluate the case under *** passing off, as the protection of goodwill extends beyond registered goods. 2. Passing off, Section 27, ***. The court applied the classic trinity for passing off, as established in Pali Products vs. J.P. Co. Goodwill, misrepresentation and damage. Goodwill Bata India had established significant goodwill and reputation for the Bata mark, known nationwide for footwear since before 1940. The mark was registered in multiple Indian languages and in English, reinforcing its distinctiveness. Misrepresentation The use of Batafoam incorporated the entirety of the Bata mark, which was likely to mislead consumers into believing the defendant's products were associated with Bata India. The court rejected the defendant's argument that the addition of foam or differences in writing style eliminated confusion. Damage The court found that the use of Batafoam could harm Bata India's goodwill by creating a false impression of association, potentially diluting the brand's reputation or causing economic loss. The court emphasized that passing off does not require a registered trademark, per Section 27(2), and can apply even to dissimilar goods if misrepresentation and damage are proven. 3. Deceptive similarity Drawing on Pali Products vs. J.P. and Company. The court applied the test of an average consumer with imperfect recollection, assessing whether the marks were visually or phonetically similar enough to cause confusion. The court found that Batafoam was deceptively similar to Bata because it incorporated the entire Bata mark, a well-known and distinctive name. The addition of foam did not sufficiently differentiate it, as consumers might assume Batafoam was a product line from Bata India. Unlike Pali Products, where the goods were identical, biscuits, this case involved dissimilar goods, footwear vs. mattresses. However, the court held that the reputation of Bata was so strong that its use on any product could mislead consumers about its origin. 4. Dissimilar goods and passing off The court rejected the defendant's argument that no confusion was possible because their products, mattresses, cushions, were unrelated to Bata's footwear. Citing cases like Corn Products Refining Company v. Shangri-La Food Products Limited. Air 1960 SC 142, the court held that a passing off action can succeed even for dissimilar goods if there is a likelihood of misrepresentation regarding the product's origin. The court noted that Bata was a fancy name, not descriptive or associated with any Indian name, place, or object, and was exclusively linked to Bata India's reputation, making its unauthorized use particularly egregious. 5. Exceptions to infringement The defendant argued that Bata was a common surname and not inherently distinctive. Their goods were dissimilar, so no confusion was possible. The writing style of Batafoam differed, and their products included the full address, Pyare Lal and Company, reducing confusion. The court rejected these defenses. Common surname Bata was not a common Indian surname but a foreign name associated with the plaintiff's founder, making it distinctive and protectable. Dissimilar goods The likelihood of confusion was not limited to similar goods, as Bata's goodwill extended broadly due to its fame. Fair use, honest practices The use of Batafoam was not in good faith, as it appeared designed to capitalize on Bata's reputation. The addition of foam was seen as an attempt to confuse rather than differentiate. No statutory exceptions Under Section 30 of the Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958, defenses like fair use or honest concurrent use did not apply, as the defendant's use was likely to deceive. The court found no basis for prior use or acquiescence by Bata India, as the defendant's use began recently, 1983. 6. Public interest and consumer confusion The court emphasized that the use of Bata in Batafoam could deceive ordinary customers, causing injury to Bata India's goodwill. This aligns with Pali Products' focus on consumer perception and Cadila Healthcare's emphasis on preventing confusion in trademark cases, though Cadila applied stricter scrutiny due to pharmaceuticals. Decision The Allahabad High Court set aside the lower court's order and granted an ** interim injunction, restraining Pyare Lal and Company, their servants, employees, or agents from using the mark Batafoam or associating the name Bata in any manner in advertisements or products. passing off their mattresses, cushions, or other articles as those of Bata India. The court held that Bata India had made out a prima facie case for passing off, with a balance of convenience in their favor and a risk of irreparable injury to their goodwill if the injunction was not granted. The case was remanded for further proceedings on the permanent injunction and damages. Comparison with Pali Products and Cadila Healthcare. Aspect: Pali Products, 1972, Cadila Healthcare, 2001, Bata India, 1985. Nature of case: infringement and passing off, registered mark. Passing off, unregistered mark. Infringement and passing off, registered mark, but infringement not applicable due to dissimilar goods. Goods, identical, biscuits vs. Biscuits. Identical, pharmaceuticals. Dissimilar, footwear vs. Mattresses, cushions. Deceptive similarity, visual similarity of packaging. Average consumer test. Phonetic and visual similarity. Stricter scrutiny for drugs. Visual and phonetic similarity. Extended goodwill protection for dissimilar goods. Test applied, average consumer with imperfect recollection. Heightened scrutiny for pharmaceuticals. Average consumer test, extended to dissimilar goods due to strong goodwill. Outcome, injunction granted. No exceptions applied. Injunction granted. No exceptions applied. Interim injunction granted. No exceptions applied. Public interest, focused on economic harm, consumer confusion. Focused on health risks, pharmaceuticals. Focused on goodwill and consumer deception. Similarities asterisk. All three cases applied the Pali Products test of deceptive similarity, focusing on the likelihood of confusion for an average consumer. None upheld defenses like fair use or honest concurrent use, as the defendants' actions were deemed likely to deceive. All emphasized the protection of goodwill in passing off actions, Pali and Bata for registered marks, Cadila for unregistered. Differences asterisk. Pali Products involved identical goods, making infringement straightforward, while Bata extended passing off to dissimilar goods due to Bata's strong reputation. Cadila applied stricter scrutiny due to the public health implications of pharmaceuticals, unlike Bata's focus on economic goodwill. Bata clarified that passing off can protect a well-known mark's goodwill even for unrelated products, a principle less emphasized in Pali Products. Significance and principles established extension of passing off to dissimilar goods asterisk. The case established that passing off actions can succeed even when the goods are dissimilar, provided the plaintiff's mark has significant goodwill and the defendant's use causes misrepresentation. This was a significant departure from cases requiring similarity of goods, e.g., Pali Products. Protection of well-known marks asterisk. The court recognized Bata as a well-known mark, deserving broader protection against dilution or misrepresentation, aligning with modern trademark law principles, later codified in the Trademarks Act, 1999. Fancy name doctrine asterisk. The court emphasized that Bata, as a non-descriptive, foreign origin name, was inherently distinctive and protectable, rejecting claims that it was a common surname. Consumer confusion asterisk. Following Pali Products, the court applied the average consumer with imperfect recollection test, but extended it to dissimilar goods, focusing on the mark's fame. Relevance to Cadila asterisk. Unlike Cadila, which prioritized public health, Bata focused on economic harm and goodwill dilution, but both underscored the importance of preventing consumer deception. Application to passing off, infringement, and exceptions passing off asterisk. The court found all elements of passing off satisfied. Bata India's goodwill was well established. Batafoam misrepresented in association with Bata, and damage to goodwill was likely due to consumer confusion. The case clarified that passing off, Section 27(2), does not require registration or similarity of goods, only misrepresentation and damage. Infringement asterisk. No infringement was found under Section 29, as Batafoam was used for goods, mattresses, cushions, outside Bata's registered class, footwear. This highlights the limitation of statutory infringement to registered goods, services. However, the passing off action succeeded due to the broader scope of common law protection. Exceptions to infringement asterisk. No statutory exceptions under Section 30, e.g., fair use, honest concurrent use, applied. The defendant's use of Batafoam was not in good faith, as it appeared intended to exploit Bata's reputation. The court rejected claims that Bata was a common surname or that dissimilar goods eliminated confusion, emphasizing the mark's distinctiveness and fame. No evidence of prior use or acquiescence by Bata India was established. subsequent influence. The Bata India case has been widely cited for its application of passing off to dissimilar goods and protection of well-known marks. It influenced cases like Daimler-Benz Echtegesellschaft vs. Hygo Hindustan, AIR 1994 Del 239, where the court protected the Benz mark for cars against use on undergarments. Larsen and Toubro Limited. V. Lakshmi Narain Trades, 2008 DLT 46, reinforcing protection for well-known marks across different goods. The principles align with the *** Trademarks Act, 1999, which provides enhanced protection for well-known trademarks, Section 11, reflecting the Bata ruling's forward-looking approach.